Hey everyone, in this video we're just going to cover some current dislikes that I have with the game. Some of the other people have put in some input as well in relation to this little list that I've got. So it's going to be dated the 4th of September 2016 for the PlayStation 4 version of Assetto Corsa. Now in this video, if I've missed any of your dislikes, list them down in the comments below so I can get a bigger picture of it, and hopefully we can get this over to the developers, see if they take any of this on board. And also I will be doing a video of the things that I do like with the game in the next day or so. Okay, so on to the biggest dislike with this game at the moment is the lack of private lobbies, or even the customization of lobbies for the online racing. This problem is a killer for online racing leagues and has even made people return the game simply because of this missing feature. Next one is the empty online lobbies. Now I'm on the Australian server, so it might be different in your current region, but looking at the current servers here, it's pretty dead. So it does get better, admittedly it does get better when you jump into a game, other people will see you in that game, they'll then join in, but even then when you go to try and select something and you see 0 of 16 on the server screen, it's not that great. You don't really want to join that many games or hang on line for too much longer. Also there's a need for more variety of cars and tracks for online, and this is where the private or customization of the lobbies would shine, where you can put any car you want on the different tracks. And that's just one thing that they need to add in there as well. There's also no results after your qualifying or the race. After qualifying, it chucks you straight on the grid, doesn't give you a qualifying result to see the gap between everyone, and then on the race it doesn't come up with a final racing position, your fastest lap or your total time. And with this it kind of detracts from the feeling of winning the race or getting on that podium. You've had a good race, you've had a good battle with someone on the track, and then for it to just finish the race and slap you back into another qualifying session, it kind of detracts from really putting in the effort there for that race. There's also no access to save online replays. The button and function is there for single player racing, but it's just not there online, so I'm guessing they can do this, and maybe in future they will add that in for a patch or an update. You can't change or personalize your button layout. It's one of the 2 preset settings that they have in the options, and that's it. So you can't really customize it and make that one game the same as the other games that you play, and every time you jump into a different racing game you'll have to try and remember and learn the buttons and settings for your wheel. Also another dislike, some tracks change from bright and sunny during qualifying to really dark during the race, and it's kind of a sudden thing. You don't really know where to find that, or the game doesn't really tell you that. So you'll go on track, you'll have a good qualifying session, you'll jump to the race, you might have changed some settings, some tyre pressures on your car, but also just jumping in there, and then the visual aspect of driving on a really, really dark track, plus the fact that the headlights don't really lighten up the road at all. Like, they do the little dash, and they are a little visible on the car's front and rear, but for lighting up the road ahead of you, they really do nothing. So it makes it pretty tough to race and drive on the darker tracks. Another one, you can't bring up your vehicle damage model when you like. It's basically whenever you will do a flat spot on your tyre, or whenever your car takes any sort of damage, it'll pop up in the bottom left hand corner. It'll also take away the little mini map, but it'll come up, and then depending on what the damage is, it's sometimes very hard to tell what it is, because yellow is hard to see on it, orange is a bit easier, and then red, obviously red will stand out a lot, but you can't bring that up whenever you want, so you have to basically wait until something happens to your car for it to come up, and then you can register what damage you have to your car. You can't also pick any of your vehicle liveries or your colours, so it's basically choose a car, you jump in, and then you see what you've got. Some people don't care about that, but some people do, so it'll be a nice feature if they just included that. And also, after you've joined the lobby and you're in the qualifying session, you can't actually see how many laps the race is set to just before the race. So when you're in qualifying, you'll go through, you'll try and see how much fuel you need to use, but then there's nowhere on that screen, in the qualifying settings screen, that you can see to see how many laps the race is actually set to. Alright guys, like I said before, if I missed out any of your dislikes, just put them in the comments below. Thanks very much for watching.